Current reports show that global solid waste generation is on pace to increase by 70%, rising more than 3.5 million tons per day in 2010 to more than 6 million tons per day by 2025.
Recent data says that a family of 4 in the U.S. would generate somewhere between 1 and 3 tons of municipal solid waste every year. Nationally, we produce about 258 million tons of mixed solid waste on an annual basis. Approximately 50% of the total solid waste stream is recyclable in one form or fashion. Of that, we expect about 30% of it to be compostable.
Through prudent recycling techniques like composting, it is possible to reclaim basic plant nutrients, organic matter, and energy from these wastes, all in ways that are protective of human health and the environment.
Composting is a controlled aerobic process that uses naturally occurring microbial populations to break down long-chain organic compounds into material that can be used to provide nutrients to various crops.
Composting takes organic matter and nutrients that are contained in these wastes, sanitizes them and stabilizes them so that they can be used in soils to grow our plants that we use.
Using compost or any organic-based product restores land that has been disturbed by extractive industries or natural disasters. It also improves soil health and reduces dependence on chemical fertilizers produced from fossil fuels, all while sequestering carbon in the soil.
Carbon is the foundation of organic matter. And what composting does is it takes organic matter and converts it and processes it to stable forms that will persist in soils for years.
Synagro Technologies is a leading firm when it comes to extracting the value of these resources and properly distributing the resulting end products.
Synagro's primary business is the collection and processing of organic waste, predominantly biosolids from wastewater treatment plants. We produce, through composting, all-grow compost, and through drying, granulate fertilizer that retain nutrient value that we then distribute to farms across the country.
Synagro combines the organic-based byproduct of wastewater purification with green wood wastes, like tree trimmings, to produce all-grow compost, a soil amendment that provides substantial benefits to soil health.
If you have a heavy soil like a clay and you can't get water into it, add compost and the microbes will break down the compost and open up that soil so you can get water in and through. If you have a light soil like a sand and you can't get any water to stay in it and you can't get nutrients to stick in it, add compost and you'll give it a place for water to stick and for nutrients to hang out until the plants need them.
I use all-grow compost on my farm on all my soil types. I have sandy soils which benefit by increased water holding capacity, increased nutrient holding capacity, and also it helps bind the sand together so that we experience much less wind erosion. The alkali ground, it helps open the soil up so that the salts can be leached away more easily. And on our heavier ground, it increases the soil tilth, which means that air and water and nutrients can penetrate the soil for better root health.
Synagro remains ready and willing to accept materials from communities and states opting to take part in recycling organic wastes as opposed to landfilling them, thus completing the nutrient cycle.
Synagro brings broad North American experience in composting. We operate 6 facilities across the country. Not only that, we have the financial strength to design, build, finance, operate, and maintain a facility. And we have a cadre of sellers out marketing all-grow compost to users across the United States.
Synagro also works with community partners to assist the prospective end users of all-grow compost in understanding the product's value in their application and the proper ways to use the compost.
As more and more communities seek to pull their organic waste from landfills and recycle them, Synagro stands ready as a partner to help them accomplish that through designing and building facilities, operating them, and importantly, marketing the end product as a nutrient source or a carbon resource to farmers and growers across the country.